It's a hectic, money-driven, dog-eat-dog world out there, and it seems like everyone is trying to take advantage of everyone else. This book is about the many ways people and companies try to take advantage of us, how to avoid falling into their marketing and financial traps, and how to beat them at their own game. It's a personal finance manual, as well as a history of certain institutions that have come to take advantage of us as consumers, workers, and citizens. It's a modern book because it takes into account the technological and social structures of today and is intended for a technologically advanced population, but the principles used throughout this book are based in fundamental economics, the roots of which can be seen as far back as the dawn of marketing and commerce. To illustrate the nature of this book's central concept, I'd like to share a story that goes back a few hundred years. In 1722, a young print shop apprentice decided to do something radical. He became a vegetarian. His intent wasn't necessarily based on animal rights, though this apprentice was especially compassionate for his day. He did it partly because of a distaste for meat, but also for economic reasons. You see, though vegetarianism wasn't the most enjoyable of diets, especially before the modern delights of tofurkey, it did cost a lot less than eating steaks every night. By the apprentice's calculations, vegetarianism cost less than half of the normal diet's price. It was customary in the 18th century for a tradesman to pay for his apprentice's room and board, and, noting the opportunity for savings, our young print student decided to make an offer. If the tradesman would pay him for the food instead of paying the cook directly, he would take only half of what the tradesman used to pay. At such a bargain, the tradesman couldn't resist. What the young apprentice soon realized was that with his daily food allowance, he was able to eat exactly what he wanted, and he had money left over for other personal use. A fan of scholarship, the apprentice bought mainly books with his newfound extra income. And not only did this new arrangement afford the apprentice extra money, but he was also able to capitalize on the free time he had while the tradesmen and other workers walked down the street to eat their meals. While the printer was taking advantage of the savings he now had, the young apprentice was saving time and making money while eating perfectly well. This young apprentice's name was Benjamin Franklin, and he can rightly be considered one of the first in history to take advantage of the people who were trying to take advantage of him.